Hello, welcome to your full body workout. I'm Georgia and today we're going to go through a full body workout that you could do from home. You could absolutely do this body weight without using weights, and as we go through the exercises I'm going to give 1, 2 or 3 options depending on the exercise. So there are different options depending on where you're at, depending on any injuries you're managing at the moment, depending what weights you have available. So I will give as many options as I can without making it confusing. And what you're going to need for today's workout is a mat or some floor space. Have some water nearby so you can sip on that throughout. And then if you've got them, some weights. So I've got 2 dumbbells here and a kettlebell. At home you might just have kettlebells or you might just have dumbbells. Just bring them close to your mat. So I've got 2 6-kilo weights and an 8-kilo kettlebell, but bring whatever you've got. I noticed as I'm filming, I'm going to be doing some stuff where I'm standing and somewhere I'm on the mat. In the mat, when I'm down on the mat, it's very easy to see me in full frame, but apologies if there's some moments where I'm going to be out of the full frame, just from going to standing and sitting and standing and sitting. Can be a bit hard to fit it all in into this small camera. But I've got my mic, so hopefully you can hear me and the quality is good. Let me know, how are you? What are you doing in your training at the moment? Drop a comment down below. It's always great to hear from you. And I'm interested to hear what training you're doing. This is a nice full body workout. It's a workout for me today as well. This is my workout today, so I'm going to train with you. A little bit of a disclaimer. This is so annoying, but I sprained my ankle yesterday. It's actually fine, much better than I thought it was going to be, but it is a little bit sore. So in my squats, I was just practicing a moment ago. I might not be going as low, and that's okay. I'm managing my injury. I'm still going to train, and it's not too bad an injury, so I can train, but you should do the same. Do what's right for you, work within the range of motion that you've got. Don't push through pain. So if anything causes pain or real discomfort inside the joint, anything bigger than a sort of 4 out of 10 pain, then skip that exercise or modify it as you know, and definitely seek advice from a healthcare professional. You can message me on Instagram or on YouTube for some initial advice, but anything that's beyond my scope of practice, I will refer you to a healthcare professional. But I also have a good list of physios and osteos and sports massage therapists. So again, I can advise and direct to the right person for you. But hopefully you're feeling good, you're here to work out, so let's get started. So if you know me well, you know I always like to start with a little bit of breathing. So lying on your back, this is just a nice way. In today's day and age, we are all too stressed and we're all trying to do a million things. So if you're not stressed, you're winning, but I think most of us are. So lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, just let your hands rest on your rib cage. A lot of stress presents with rib flare, so the ribs sort of sticking out of the rib cage, sticking out of the front of the body. So I want you for a moment to just, as you exhale, blow through your lips like you're blowing on a hot cup of coffee, and try and guide your ribs back down and in. So we're just going to spend a minute here, just slowing down the breath. Try and relax any tension across the front of the shoulders. Notice if you're gripping with any muscles, try and relax them. Breathing in through the nose and then out, blowing softly through the lips. Should almost be like a moment where you're like, ah, and you kind of let everything go. Great, and then slowly pushing yourself over to the side. We're going to start with just a couple of exercises for mobility. So lying on your side like you're sleeping. Let's just move these weights a little bit more out of the way. Have your knees up in line with your hips. So your knees are in front of the hips and your shins are directly underneath in line with the side of your mat. Hands together, you're going to lift one arm up and you're going to rotate your chest towards the ceiling. And try and get your hand on the floor on the other side. Then come back the way you came. Make it a little bit harder. Bring your knees together, keep them there. Squeeze your knees together, don't let them move, otherwise that's gonna make the movement easier. And you're gonna just be moving your legs, whereas we wanna move the upper body. So rotating from the spine, mobilizing the upper thoracic spine, mobilizing the shoulder joints, so across the pecs and the shoulder muscles. Throughout today's workout, keep breathing throughout. Most of the time, it's not essential that you breathe in or out on a specific part of the movement. Of course, when we get to heavier lifts, like 40, 50, 100 kilos, then yes, there is an ideal and optimal time to breathe and to breathe out. But when we're lifting slightly lighter weights, it's not the end of the world if you breathe in on the wrong part or the right part. There isn't really one. Just try and keep breathing throughout. Great, I think that's 5. Let's change to the other side. Same thing, squeeze the knees together, try and keep these knees here and rotate from your upper back, from your chest. Should feel a nice stretch down the side of the body, across the pecs, across the shoulders, maybe even into your biceps, depending where you're tight. Everyone's going to feel a little bit different, every body is going to feel a little bit different. But hopefully as you repeat the movement, you feel like you can get a little bit deeper into the stretch or a little bit further into the range of motion. Ah, nice. Great, and then slowly coming back from that, we're going to come to the mat on all fours. So from here, I want you to come up to tall kneeling, we call it, when you're kneeling on both knees like so, and you're going to step one foot forward. Actually, let me step the other foot so you can see better. Start with this leg. So from this position, at the pelvis, first of all, posterior pelvic tilt. So tip the pelvis backwards, like if you had a tail, you're hiding an imaginary tail between your legs. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your glutes. We're trying to stretch the hip flexor, which is here. Press your foot into the ground. I like to add this in. So press your foot into the ground and try to drag the heel backwards. The foot doesn't actually move, but you just start to get that dragging action and activation across the back of the legs. Same with your knee on the ground, drag it forward. So you create this tension between the legs and that increases the stretch here. While we're here, if all of that feels good, we're going to add in 10 arm swings. So just reaching up in front of you and back down. Think of growing taller. No excessive arch in the lower back. So we're keeping a tall, neutral spine. And relax, change side. Okay, same thing on the other side. Posterior pelvic tilt. Really take the time to set up well if you want to feel these exercises in the right places and if you want to get the most out of your exercise. So tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the glutes. Press your foot down into the ground and your knee into the ground and think of dragging those 2 points closer together. Squeeze here, grow taller and swinging the arms for 10. So today I'm in the Move Strong London studio. It's a PT studio, personal training studio in North London near Walthamstow and Black Horse Road Station. So if you're interested or if you live nearby, definitely check it out. It's called Move Strong London and it's a nice little private studio. Like you're seeing about 90% of the room now and we just have one-on-one. So just you and your coach training in here. It's a really nice studio and it's a really nice building actually as well. Great. We're going to do one more for mobility before we start, and then we're going to do some activations. So down on all fours, you might have seen this one before. Thread the needle. So I want you to lift one hand up, pass it underneath you, palm facing the ceiling. Slide your hand along the floor, like actually touch the floor, and turn to look at the ceiling. As you come back, stay on this hand. We're all doing all of them on this hand for now. You're going to reach your arm out to the side, push into the hand on the floor, try and rotate from your chest, from your spine as you turn up towards the ceiling. And again, let's do 5 of these. Inhale and exhale. Inhale Work within the range you've got. Try not to force just your arm back. It's very easy to just pull your arm back. Think of moving from your spine. So really, when you're coming up, push into the hand on the floor, rotate from your spine, from your chest, and don't worry about how far the hand can go back. It's more about mobilizing the upper thoracic spine. Great, 5 on the other side as well. This is a great one. If we're spending a lot of time at a desk, spending a lot of time sitting and just facing forwards. So we're going to use this to give a bit of rotation or maintain some rotation in the spine that we don't want to lose with time. Great. Then from here, let's introduce some shoulder taps. So we want to start to activate the core, the abdominals at the front, the side abs, but most importantly, the lower abdominals. This is the bit that people find the hardest to feel. We've kind of lost the connection with our lower abdominals a lot of the time, and we're dumping into our lower back. So already, as you're just in this all fours position, are you dumping into your lower back? Are you arching your lower back? Try and draw the lower abdominals up and flatten the lower back. If your core is strong and active, you should feel it, even just doing that. I don't need, again, 50 to 100 kilos on my back to feel my core. Focus on even feeling it when you're just body weight. It's really important that you're able to engage your core with no extra weight before you start to add weight. So in this position on all fours, we're going to do 10 shoulder taps. So you're taking the hand, tapping the other shoulder. Inhale, place it back down. So join me for 10 of these. 1, 2, nothing else moves. 3, you're a perfect table. If someone walked in, they might mistake you for a table. 3, 4. So by that I mean, don't be like, as you lift the hand up, your bum shouldn't be moving side to side, your hips shouldn't be moving. 8, 9. I think that's 10. Let's do 2 more just to be sure. Fantastic. Let's add in a little bit of side plank. So we're going to come to forearm on the ground, side lying, straighten the top leg. Bottom leg can stay bent, and we're going to come up to a side plank position like this. You're going to thread the needle again, passing the hand underneath you. And then exhale, coming up. Keep a straight line from your body. Notice if you're dumping into the lower back again, in which case draw your abdominals in. Try and engage here. Think of this rib cage and the pelvis, which is here. Think of like slightly closing that gap. If you go too far, you start to become too hunched over. So we don't want that either. It's actually just a subtle position, a midpoint in between the two extremes of sticking your belly out and hunching too far. Try and find that midpoint. Throughout the class today and everything we're doing, we're looking for that midpoint where your spine is long, your spine is neutral, and you've got some light engagement of the core. I know you've been holding this for a while. Let's try and do 10. If you've already done your 10, you can rest for a second. 1, and maybe join back in when you're ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax, change side. I'm going to try and do my coaching at the start. So when I first show the exercise, I'll chat a bit about it, and then I'll say, okay, we're going to start, and we'll do it together. So let's start the other side. This one you already know. We're going to go under for 1, and we're going to do 10 of these. Keep breathing throughout. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Awesome. Hopefully feeling a little bit warmer now. We're just going to do one last one. We're going to come to all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes under and come up into a downward dog. So I just want to give your shoulders a bit of an activation. So think of pushing into the floor like you're doing a shoulder press. So pressing the floor away from you. And then sticking your bum up in the air, giving your lower back and your hamstrings a stretch. From here, you can try and get one heel, to touch the floor. And let the other one lift off. And then switch and try and drop the other ankle or heel to the floor and let the other leg bend. Let's do 5 of these on each leg. I'm just staring at my ankles. One ankle is definitely bigger than the other. It's not normal for me to sprain my ankle, not at all. I'm not saying I've never done it, but never this much. It really went quite far. But I wasn't doing anything crazy. I love parkour and I train parkour, but I was at a parkour session, but I was just stepping off a wall, as in like off a step. It wasn't even a wall, like a low wall. Stepped off the wall, just rolled my ankle, wasn't really paying attention, was chatting to a friend, and just really rolled it. And yeah, more than her, it I felt like I'd rolled it really far, so it was a bit of a shock. But today, it's moving well. Just a little bit swollen. And don't worry, there's no pain doing this. I won't do anything that causes pain. And relax. Okay, good. Let's start the first circuit. So, first exercise we're going to do is lying on your back. That's nice, isn't it? Let's have a little lie down. So, this is what I'm going to demonstrate first, and then we're going to do them together. 2 options here, depending where you're at in your journey. Heels on the ground, toes pointing up, elbows on the ground, glute bridges. You're going to go like this. Hip thrust the hips up and back down. So this is option 1, and it's a little bit easier. Option 2, you're going to have one foot flat on the floor. You're going to hug the other leg into your chest, and you're going to come up, and you're going to do 10 of these on each leg. So this one's a little bit more challenging. So depending where you are in your journey of strength, or if you're doing any rehab, you can choose which one to do. I'm going to actually do the first round with both feet on the ground. So if you're doing single leg, do 10 on each leg. If you're doing double leg, you're going to do 20. So let's go together. Setting up, get ready. And we're going to go up for 1. So if you're hugging your knee into your chest, hug the knee into your chest and press up through 1 foot. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 3 rounds of this. 8, so you can change on the second round. 9, 10. We're going to do 10 more. 11, squeeze your butt and make sure you're not arching your lower back. So again, you're keeping that core engaged, ribs down at the front. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, great. We're going to flip around. Push-ups. So, as always, you have 2 options. Spread your fingers nice and wide, like a web, so that you're distributing your weight from the heel of your hand, your wrist, to your fingertips as well. Option 1 is to do them on your knees. Come down as far as feels comfortable and push back up. And that's a little bit easier. Option 2 is to do them on the toes in a full plank position. Again, come down as far as feels comfortable, push back up. There is an in-between. So if for you kneeling is quite comfortable, but on your toes in a full plank is hard, you could try and do the way down in a full plank and then use your knees on the way back up. So if you get stuck at the bottom, you can use your knees. All of us, whichever option you're doing, we're going to do 10. So decide what you'd like to do. Let's give this a go. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep breathing throughout. 7, got to talk and work out. 8, 9, 10. That kind of control, you don't want to rush the reps because then you're just not spending time in the movement and it's actually not that good for your joints to just rush through things. So be patient, make sure you're getting full range of motion, whatever that means for you. So getting as low as you can manage and that you're doing it with control. Back to the first exercise. So as we're warmed up a bit, I'm going to switch to the single leg option, hugging the leg into the chest. But decide what feels right for you. With the single leg one, I'm going to have my foot flat on the floor. Whereas if you're doing double leg, it was toes pointing to the ceiling. So choose which one's right for you, which one you want to do today. Let's go for 10 or 20 in total, 10 on each leg. Off we go. Halfway. Change leg if you're doing single leg. Great work. You should feel this one down the back of your legs and down your glutes, or in your glutes, your bum muscles. Flip around back to those push-ups. We're not taking tons of rest because they're body weight exercises. It's not too strenuous, but obviously, depending where you're at in your journey, if you need to pause, take a bit longer rest, that's absolutely fine. Get ready for your push-ups, whichever variation you're doing, and we're going to go down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Turn around, lying on your back. Little rest while we set up again. Hug the knee into the chest, or doing double leg, whichever one you prefer. Last round of these. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work. Keep going. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm going to switch around. I think it's really important to listen to your body. And it's not just about getting through the exercises. It's about doing the right exercises for you. So that's why I always give options. But ultimately, it's down to you to really listen to your body and do what feels right today. Just because on another day you could do the full push-ups, if today your shoulder's hurting, then it's not the time to do the full push-ups. So make sure you're listening to your body. Get ready to start. And we're going now for another 10. 1, last round of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. 3 rounds of 10. Right, second exercise. We're going to start with a squat to press. So I'm going to show you the exercises. So this is your chance to rest. So the squat to press, don't worry, I'm going to show you it from 2 angles. But you're going to grab the dumbbells, hold them on your shoulders, and you're going to squat down and then push overhead. So I'll show you again from a slightly different angle. So I think all of you know what a squat looks like. So let's focus on the upper body part. The weights are on your shoulders. Squat down as you come up. Press up. Make sure to check what is above you so you're not just bashing the ceiling. If you have a kettlebell, I'm giving you a lot of options here. You can hold one kettlebell on one side or one on both. But let's say you just have one. As you come down, you bring the weight down as you squat down. So it's all one flow. Okay, let's give that a go. If none of those options are good, maybe you're not feeling it, you could either just keep the weights there without pressing them, or could do a body weight one. Lots of options. Wherever you're at today, let's start. Setting up in your starting position, 10 squats. 10 squats, to overhead press. Nine, 10, and rest. Bring the weights down to your mat, either side of the mat. I'm going to incline your screen again so you can see me. Floor press or chest press. So have a watch first so you know what's happening and decide what weight to use. Go for a lighter weight if you've not done this before and you're not sure. You're going to hold the weights and roll back. You're going to hold them over your chest. Watch your face on this one. That's why I say go lighter. We don't want anyone losing a tooth today. Watch the exercise for now. My knees are bent, my feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to come down with one arm, touch the floor, and push back up. Then I'm going to go down with the other arm. If you're using a kettlebell, hold onto the kettlebell if you've only got one, and you can just hold one, the other arm by your side, and literally do all 10 on one arm if you've just got one kettlebell, and then switch and do all 10 on the other arm. It's actually a really good exercise because it offsets you because you've only got the weight on the one side. If you've got two kettlebells, let's use them. So choosing whichever option you want, get into the starting position. We are doing 12 in total, alternating the arms, or if you're someone with one kettlebell, you're going to do 10 on each arm. Okay, so make sure to count your reps on this one, and off we go. When you've done 12 or 10 on each arm, slowly bring the weights down. Really important when you're bringing the weights down. I see a lot of people do this and it doesn't make sense, but people do it, so I'm going to say it. When they come down, they kind of go out here to the side. This is a really weak position in your shoulder, and you're going to know because you're going to feel like that's weak if you just try and get the back of the hand to the floor. Instead, bring your elbows down towards your sides and then bring the dumbbells down towards your hips. That, it's almost like a bicep curl, is a strong position for your shoulders to bring the weights down. You know, worst case, bring them down onto your tummy, like bring them down slowly, close to your hips, close to your body, ideally just outside, not out here, which is a really weakened position. Anything sort of heading towards overhead is a really weak position for the shoulders. So we got some rest while we were chatting about that. Let's go around. If like me, you're in a gym or, you know, at home you have loads of dumbbells and those weights felt fine, then make use of the fact that you've got more dumbbells. Grab a heavier set. If you're at home, then that's fine. You're going to use what you've got at home. Maybe at home you have a full set. I don't know. Use the right weight, but if it felt easy, go a little bit heavier. If it felt hard, go a little bit lighter. Or if it felt just right, then you're in the sweet spot. So remember, weights are resting on your shoulders. We come down into the squat and then push overhead. 10 of these. down. Great, 10 of those. Lying on your back, let's take the weights. 12 of these. Remember, you might need different weights for your arms versus the squat. So get the right weight that's appropriate for this exercise. Get ready to go. 12 alternating the arm, or 10 on each arm. Remember to count your reps, and off we go. When you've done your 12, you can rest. Why do we do single arm? Because it allows us to work on our imbalances. So when you're always doing double arm, then you don't move as far back or as far forward because the weights are in the way. And you kind of can focus, you end up powering up more often with one arm. When you're just focused on the one arm, you can really see how it feels and you can strengthen that arm and then the other arm. I also like using single arm because it works your core a bit more, so it offsets you slightly to one side. So I think it's good that in your gym routine, there is some stuff that is single arm because it will highlight any weaknesses and it will allow you to really concentrate on the one arm. And it will also work your core more. So a good mix, but if in your workout there's nothing single arm, nothing single leg, then you would benefit from doing at least one exercise in your session that is single arm and single leg. Okay, third round, last round. Are we ready? Let's get ready. Set up in the starting position. I'm going to incline it again, just in case that was helpful before. How are you getting on? Doing okay? Let's do the third round of these and then we're halfway through our workout. And off we go, down one. 10. Down to the floor. Off you go, 12 on each, 12 alternating the arms, or 10 single arm. Control it down to your hips. So 12 was if you were doing an alternate, so one arm followed by the other. If you just have one weight, then you were doing 10 single arm. So just one arm, 10 of those. Okay. Great. We have one more strength circuit of 2 exercises. And then we have a conditioning circuit to finish. So for our last strength circuit, let me move some weights out of the way. We're going to start with a dumbbell skull crusher. Sounds intense, doesn't it? Grab 2 weights. For this one, I would recommend going on the lighter end. Maybe a 3 kilo, maybe a 5. Don't go too heavy on this one. Grab 2 dumbbells, unless of course you only have 1. Let me demonstrate with 2 and then let me demonstrate with 1. So if you have 2, use 2. Hold the weights over your head like we did before. The dumbbells are parallel to one another. You're going to reach back behind you with arms straight. You're going to bend at the elbow, avoiding your head. You're going to tap the floor. Now your elbow doesn't move. I'm just straightening the arms, but notice that my upper arm doesn't move. I'm not bringing the weights back over me. Okay, so I'm keeping the elbows pointing straight up to the ceiling. We're going to do 10 of those. If you only have one weight, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you're going to hold the weight with both hands. perform the same thing. You're going to reach back, bend at the elbow. Obviously, it's going to be a bit easier with one weight, so you could go heavier if you have the option. If not, no stress. Movement is good for you, whatever you're doing. It's so good for your joints. Literally, in terms of also refreshing and regenerating the synovial fluid in your joints. So it doesn't matter always what weight you're using. Use the best weight you can with what you've got. Make it challenging if you can, but just move. That's the most important thing you can do. So if your weights are about right, they're kind of, edging on hard, we're all going to do 10 of these. If you're using, because I know at home sometimes we've only got a 2 kilo weight or a 3 kilo weight. If you're using a very light weight for you, go for 20 reps. Do a few more because your weights are lighter. Okay, let's get started, team. So setting up. Tapping behind your head. Watch your head, so go slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the weights back. Okay. You should really feel this in your tricep here. If it feels really bad and really uncomfortable, you've probably gone too heavy. If for any other reason, like any shoulder injury, any shoulder problems, then skip this exercise and join back in on the next one. So the second one is going to be a bicep curl. I'm going to do it in tall kneeling because then you can see me better in the shot. But you can do this standing up. So if you have the option, stand up because this will be better for your overall health. Let's come to standing, not spend the whole time on the floor. But for your viewing, I'm going to come to tall kneeling. So imagine I'm standing. Shoulders, hold a weight in each hand. Maybe a 5 kilo, maybe a 6. If you're very strong, you can go heavier. But draw your shoulders back. Bicep curls, however, turn the hand out. So now your shoulders are rolled back. We're standing tall. Hands outside our legs, palms facing the exterior. I'm going to pull the weight up without swaying from the body at all, and then slowly bring it back down. So that's the exercise. If you're ready to go, let's start. We're going to do 10 of these. No swaying from the body. Keep everything still. Shoulders pinned back. And relax. Perfect. Good. Let's come back to lying on our back. You know what's next. Skull crushers. So now you've tried the exercise, you know what the right weight is for you and the right exercise. 1 weight or 2. We're going to do 10 reps. So let's set up. Arms behind your head. Elbows bend down towards the floor. You're going to reach the elbows towards the ceiling and extend the arm. 1, 2, 3, you got this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring them back. Whew. Okay, bicep curls next. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the bicep curls because for the triceps, this weight is just right, but for the biceps, I could go heavier. Okay, into a kneeling, shoulders back, turn the hands so the palms are facing out, 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's getting hard, and 10. Great. Apologies for some of the heavy breathing, but I'm working out too. This is my workout as well. We're working out together. Let's do one more round. Feeling ready? We're going to do tricep tricep extensions or skull crushers. I feel like a lot of people want to work the back of their arms. It often comes up in conversation. People want to tone up the back of their arms, which is why we're doing this. So lying on your back, arms back, reaching back. Going to bend at the elbows. You can do 10 of these. And last ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These should be hard by the end. My arms are shaking. Great work, everyone. We've got one more. Bicep curls. Give us a second. Let's get set up. Let's everyone get set up. I'm going to try these weights again, but they were hard. But it's the last one, so why not? So we're into our kneeling. Holding onto the weights, shoulders drawn back. Turn the palms out. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your core. Keep everything tight. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, and rest. Okay, you can pop your weights away. We are not going to need them for the final circuit. We are doing some conditioning at the end. So, for the last circuit, I'm going to have a running timer. Let me get it set up. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 rounds. It's going to take 9 minutes. So this is the last 9 minutes of your workout. We're going to do 30 seconds where we're working out, where we're moving. I'm going to tell you what exercises we're going to do. 30 seconds where you're resting. So it's quite intense the first 30 seconds, but the second 30 seconds you're resting. And we're going to do 3 rounds of just jogging on the spot. I'm going to be very gentle because of my ankle actually, but you can be a little bit more high knees and really think of running on the spot. Any issues with pelvic floor, again, you could be a little bit lighter on your feet, or you could even do some marching if you need to reduce the impact on the pelvic floor. We're going to do 3 rounds of that, so 3 minutes of jogging. Then we're going to do burpees. So for burpees, you have a lot of option. Level 1, place your hands on the floor, step back into plank, step back in and stand up. Level 2, place your hands on the floor, jump back, jump in, stand up. That was level 3. Sorry, level 2 is to jump back, but then step it in. So only doing half the motion. And then level 3 is to jump. And there. Notice we're not doing a jump at the top. You're welcome to add it in, but we're focusing more on getting down to the floor and getting into a plank position and then getting back to standing. This is great for your hip mobility as well as obviously the increased heart rate that's going to come with this. Then the last exercise, I would like you to do cycling crunches. So a little bit of side to side movement and rotation. Hands behind your head, legs up, and you're going to rotate and reach your elbow towards one knee and then to the other. I'm going to do that. If this is impossible for you, don't worry, I have another option for you. You're going to anchor your heels into the ground, reach your arms forward. You're going to roll halfway back and back up. Like half a sit-up and back up. This is still hard. Really working on using your abs and rolling onto the back of the pelvis. So you have options here. This is the slightly lower impact, slightly easier, more approachable option because you're staying up. Whereas the other one, you're going to be from the floor doing a cycling crunch or a bicycle crunch. So first of all, we've got 3 rounds of just jogging. So it's 1 exercise at a time. Come to standing. Like I say, marching on the spot, we're going to go in 10 seconds, or jogging on the spot, or if you're feeling absolutely fine in your ankles, then you can literally run on the spot. But I'm not going to do that today. And off we go, 30 seconds. Yeah, so for me, today is a marching day. You got to do what's right for your body, let your body recover. But if you can, if your body's fit and able, Then try and push yourself a little bit. Can you do a little bit more high knees? Bring your knees up in front of your hips. Keep it going for 3, 2, 1, and rest. You get that 30 seconds of rest now, and then we go jogging again. 30 seconds rest, then jogging again. We're just going to do 3 rounds, 3 minutes of just jogging. Then we move on to the burpee. All right, getting ready, going in 10 seconds. If that was easy, if you like that, 30 seconds, that's easy. Right, then run a bit more. Literally, you can run on the spot, okay? Off you go. If you've ever done any body coach workouts, think about how energetic he is doing his workouts. Like really run on the spot. Oh, this feels quite nice actually. Keep going, 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and you get another 30 seconds of rest. We're going to rest, and we go once more with the jogging. Have a little sip of water if you need it. Now's a good time. I shall grab one too, why not? Going in 5 seconds. So get ready on your mat. This is the last one of these. Go for the appropriate option for you, and off we go, 30 seconds. You're probably going a lot faster than me. That's good, that's good. You should be pushing yourself. This is your time to work out. And by the way, well done for making time to work out. I know how hard it can be to prioritize yourself. So well done for showing up and doing it. I hope you're enjoying the workout and not hating me too much. Or maybe not hating me. You can hate the workout, I guess. But hopefully you love the workout. I really enjoy working out. And rest. Okay, 30 seconds rest again. But now that we've done 3 rounds of the jogging, we move on to the burpee. I'm going to give you a quick recap. Level 1. Do the one that's right for you, remember. Step back, no impact. Step in and stand up. Level 2, you jump it back, but you step it back in. And level 3, you do a jump back and a jump in. And we stand up. It's time to go. Off we go. 30 seconds of this. Getting down to the floor into a plank and then back up. If I was feeling great, I would be doing even the low impact option faster than this. Like even if you're not jumping, you can move fast. Okay, I'm going to be sensible and not exert my ankle too much. But if you're feeling fit and healthy, you can move faster than this. If you're feeling absolutely on top of the world and you're doing the jumping one, then great, same thing. You can go fast and rest. 30 seconds of rest. And then we go for the second round. Everyone doing okay? How are you feeling? Let me know in the comments below. We're almost done. Remember, you've just got 4 minutes of workout left. That's it. All right, getting ready to go again. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds. Strong in your arms, pushing the floor away. You're amazing. You've made it this far into the video without turning it off. This is cool. Maybe you're sweating a little bit. Maybe you're a little bit out of breath. This is great. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Excellent. We have one more of the burpees. And then we move on to the cycling crunches or the half roll down, depending whichever one you want to do. I know I've given a lot of options today, but I think that's the best way to approach it. This way, you know, you could be following this. You could be a high-level athlete and this is your home workout, or you could be someone who's fairly new to exercise and is unsure what to do at home. So there's options for everyone. All right, let's get ready. Last round of burpees. Off we go. 1. Keep breathing throughout. 10 more seconds. And rest. Great work. Right, we are coming to sitting on our bums. My favorite part. Crunches. You're gonna do cycling crunches or half roll down. Half roll down, anchor your heels, roll down onto the lower back and come forwards. Don't go too far or you will not come back. And you're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Cycling crunches, you're gonna lie fully down. And then as you come up, you're gonna reach across and tap your knee or aim to tap your knee and extend the other leg. Off we go. Halfway. 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. If you chose the wrong exercise, now's the time to change. We have 30 seconds left and 2 more rounds, 2 more exercises, as in 2 of these, and then you're done. This is amazing. Going in 10 seconds. If you're on the floor, you're doing hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lift your legs up, let's get ready. And off we go. Bicycle crunches. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Should be feeling this in the front of your core and in your side abs. Take 30 seconds rest. We do 1 more round, 1 more of those, and then you're done. Going in 5 seconds. Hands behind the head, legs up, set up in your starting position, and off we go. You have 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. You are done. Well done. You can grab the backs of your knees. Give yourselves a little hug. Ah, well done. Lying on your back. Just let yourself rest there for a moment. You can put your feet on the ground, drop your knees into the middle. Super. Really well done today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a good workout. I hope it made sense. And now you'll know for next time. Get all the weights out you've got in the house. Give yourselves options so that with each exercise you can challenge yourself sufficiently. And as the exercise gets easier, maybe you can go for a heavier weight or just increase the reps. You can do more reps and take a little bit less rest. So yeah, there's options. Great. Slowly rolling over to the side and pushing yourself up, or rolling up to seated, and relax. We are done. That is your full body home workout. Well done. I will see you very soon for another one.